Welcome to ArchRivals Football, sponsored by Raz Energy and Steiner Sports. Here is your starting lineup. Number 20, Darnell the Playmaker Sallins. Number 94, Alex the Bearman Kazzaz. Number 69, Ricky the Prez Litwinkowich. And in tribute to our fallen colleague, ArchRivals Football, Ring of Honor member, Alex Fleming. This show is a Pain Train Pipe Bomb production. What is up, everybody? It is Saturday, December 4th, 2021, Week 13, mid-progress. We got the Playmaker today. What's up, Darnell? The Bearman, Alex, what's up? All right, so before we get to our big announcement, we got our guests in. Just would like to try and you know what? I'm not even going to switch the screen. I think we're just going to talk about it. Okay? Stephen Waldman watching us on Twitch. What's up, Stephen? Yeah, he's on Twitch. Thursday Night Football. We had the Saints. We had the Cowboys. Alex, the floor is yours. Yes, it is. It's all yours. Oh, hold on. Apparently there was no sound. Start it over. Okay, let me introduce the thing, okay? It is ArchRivals. It is the 4th of December, 2021, Week 13 in the books. Alex, I apologize. You're going to have to start the rant all over again.
Oh, boy. I would ask everybody. I mean, I would have asked you, and I should ask Darnell. Am I supposed to be impressed with that win? Am I? Huh?
Well, I think you should kind of be a little bit impressed because you did pick the Saints for Thursday Night Football.
Yes, you know, the Cowboys have been playing with how terrible everything's been lately. The running game is absolutely dead. The offensive line is average. Dak Prescott is, you know, in the past game is inconsistent.
The New Orleans Saints, who didn't have Jameis Winston, nor Alvin Kamara, nor Michael Thomas. There's nobody on the offense except for Mark Inman you actually can care about.
And the Saints offense still actually did something. The Saints still actually look good overall.
And Taysom Hill was the starting quarterback. Taysom Hill.
And he had 3 offensive line missing, and he still ran for at least 100 yards.
How many picks he threw?
He threw 4. But okay.
Exactly. Okay. How many picks though? How many?
He had 264 passing yards. And he threw 2 touchdowns.
You know the fun thing
down
is,
the field, Darnell.
100 of those yards came into after it was down 10 points, which was about the end of the fourth quarter, which means the end of the game.
Yeah, that I will say that final score that New Orleans had was definitely garbage time. You know, the Cowboys defense obviously should not have let that happen. But here's the main problem out of everything is that Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, you know, those calls that he was making, like, what the hell is that? What the hell is he doing? Seriously, from the beginning, since 2019, I had not had my full trust on Kellen Moore because against the Saints, he still showed something that I've been warning people about. He still has some of the Jason Garrett mentality in his freaking head. He won't get it out. And if he won't get it out, then this offense can still have bad games.
Bearman, What did I tell you Tuesday? Didn't I say the Cowboys will win because the Saints don't have an offense?
Yeah, they don't have an offense, but we still see obviously that apparently the Taysom Hill still managed to actually get something going, especially in the beginning when the Saints when the Saints responded after the Cowboys' first touchdown.
You know what it is, Ricky? You know what it is?
What?
He wants perfection.
With all that talent, what do you expect?
Remember in the beginning of the season, it was all about the defense being a problem?
Yeah.
Now we're on the second half of the season. Now it's the offense is the problem.
Yeah. How ironic is that? Now, how ironic is the fact that the Cowboys' defense is what carried the freaking game against the Saints? How often is that? Never.
A simple win is not enough for the Bearmen, okay? A simple win is just not enough.
A simple win, okay. A simple win. With all that talent, you expect a simple win to be a good thing? Against a team like New Orleans, who all these injuries that they're on what is it? What was it? A 4-game winning, a 5-game losing streak? I
mean,
think.
it is
now it's 5 games. It was 4 games.
They is still one of the top defense in the league. I mean, I didn't say I was gonna blow them out, but I'm saying they didn't have Alvin Kamara.
Okay, with Michael Gallup, with Amari Cooper, with CeeDee Lamb, okay, we should have picked apart that secondary. They could have, but we didn't. There's plays that are being called are not right. I mean, the running game is dead, for God's sake. Tony Pollard had that big yard. But speaking of Tony Pollard, the man is being held back long enough. The guy needs to start now. We need to rest.
You're looking at it wrong. What's the number one run defense in the league?
Not Dallas.
That would be the Saints.
But Darnell, the running game has been dead for weeks. It's been dead. The last time the Cowboys had a good running game was against the Patriots.
I understand that.
Well, also remember, you got an injured running back who they really are not handling properly. And when you got a guy who doesn't have the wheels, he's not going to perform well.
That's why I'm saying he needs to be rested. But at the same time, Tony Pollard being held back is unacceptable.
What I'm saying is, if you're going against the top running defense in the league, and then that same defense is top 10 in passing defense, did you really think y'all was going to blow them out, especially at their own building?
I expected better play calling, but I didn't see a good play calling from Kellen Moore. When those Cowboys, when they were getting the interceptions, the Cowboys offense not doing anything about it, that's unacceptable, Darnell.
See, Ricky would have tested this. This is one of them games is like, you just happy to get out of there with a W.
I mean, the fact is, the Cowboys beat the Saints in New Orleans for the first time since 2009. And in 2009, when Dallas beat New Orleans, correct me if I'm wrong, the Saints were undefeated, weren't they?
Like I said, this is one of them games you just happy to get out of it with a win.
Okay, but now it only gets more difficult because the next 3 games are NFC East foes, bro.
Then you can pick them apart if they look terrible, okay? But this one, you just say, all right, we got to win against a good defensive team. We survived on the road.
The Cowboys did survive, and I will give Dan Quinn props. Dan Quinn did coach a hell of a game.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way, I am going to bring in our 2 guests. Okay? It is time for our big announcement. Now, I know our majority of our team, our family Pipe Bomb Productions crew is in our chat, and they will be more than happy to hear this. Okay? So now I'm bringing in Dan, and I'm bringing in Steve. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. How are you?
How you guys doing?
So, we were...
Hey, guys. Thanks for having us.
So we were contacted about 2 weeks ago about this lovely adventure that we're going to go on. And Dan and Steve are both here to present the newest edition for ArchRivals Football, for Pain Train Pipe Bomb, and Pipe Bomb Radio NYC. So which one of you gentlemen would love to make the announcement?
Go ahead, Steve. You're good.
Are we making the announcement that I misunderstood. So we're making the announcement for you. What we're doing?
Yes. That's why I said I wanted to have you guys on to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, thanks again for having us on. I'm driving, so I apologize if my signal or my video cuts in or out. Can you hear me okay right now?
Yes, we got you.
Yeah, we got you, brother. We got you, buddy.
Right. Okay. Good seeing you guys. Anyway, so what we're doing is Dan and I and your group here on the screen, folks, are partnered up with a company called Super Draft Pro, and we are a daily fantasy gaming sports platform. We are partnered with Caesars Entertainment Group, and they're bringing a lot to the table, and we would like to Ricky, would you like to give a breakdown of what it is, or just make the announcement? You can maybe start filling in the blanks.
Well, I have officially gotten on the app. I am considered what you guys considered as a coach currently right now, and I'm also a player as well. One of those things that you don't see in sports very much is the coach/player option on the team. In the link of the description of our video is the link for you guys to join. It is superdraftpro.com/paintrainprez. I'm pretty much sitting here as kind of like the recruiter option, I would kind of guess. The more the merrier. And I'm actually pretty honored to be doing this because I've always wanted to be part of some type of sporting app to have as an addition for any of the shows that we currently put on right now. So I thank you guys first off for reaching out to us.
Yeah, we're truly excited. I can probably shed just a little more light on what we're doing here, Ricky, for your listeners and your audience. As I said before, we're a gaming platform. There you go. It's up on the screen. We are not a gambling platform. So we are the only membership-based type of gaming platform that is out there. So what we are doing is we're inviting people to come be players and join and get to play every day. We have games every single day, all different sports, football, baseball, NBA, hockey, poker, the pro poker world, college football, college basketball, WNBA. The list goes on and on and on and on. And you're invited to connect on that link that Ricky described and would be in the website or in the chat down below. And when you join, you become a player in our platform. If you choose to purchase any of our subscription models within the platform, it's a monthly fee to play every single day. You can play for free. To be honest, the free is not as much fun because there's not much prizes and there's not much money, but it gives you a feel of what it is. But we started a $19.99 platform, $19.99 a month, $50 a month, and $100 a month. Dan and myself and others have been in the platform just for a few months in our app playing. The Elite's the way to go. I'm not trying to sell. I'm just telling you the Elite's the way to go because of all the content and the value. You can look at the website and you can decipher whatever is the best fit for you. But what we're also doing is Caesars and Superdraft decided the best way to get customers is to do exactly what Ricky and the gang here are doing, as well as Dan and I. We're sharing links. And when you share a link and you bring people to the platform, anytime money's purchased, Caesars and Superdraft are paying you customers, players, I should say, that want to be able to share. They'll allow you to earn some side hustle money. You can call it whatever you want, just for sharing the platform. And every month when a person continues their subscription, it's not a one-time pay like when you invite somebody and refer a friend and they give you one-time referral fee. You get it every month. So hopefully I didn't confuse anybody trying to do it while I'm driving and pay attention. Do you have anything to add, Dan?
No, I mean, it was exactly what you just said. Right. I mean, like Ricky said, I mean, I heard him say, yeah, he always wanted to be involved with this. And this is, I mean, and Steve can account for this. This has been a ton of fun since we've been in.
So much fun.
Like Steve said, we've been only a few months or probably about 2.5 months in fully up and running our launch was about 2.5 months ago, but me and Steve have been in pretty much from the beginning. We started this venture about March, and even then, when we knew almost nothing, we knew that this was going to be big. This was going to be a lot of fun. So, and I know, Steve, you said, side money, some hustle money. This is not. This doesn't just have to be side money or hustle money. This could be a full-time job, or I quit job
For sure.
money.
For sure.
So because because the more you share, the more we make, and it's very
Right.
simple because it's just sharing an app. So just sharing a free game. so
Ricky, I wanted to add. Oh yeah, there you go. I wanted to add something else, Dan. That Ricky, we didn't talk yesterday, maybe via text, but this just happened. We actually have, from a merchandise standpoint, we have a partnership with Fanatics for sports memorabilia, and that's going to be loaded real soon as well. And some of our gaming, in addition to being able to win cash prizes and rewards and experiences money can't buy, there will be opportunities for the players out there to win a lot of really, really cool sports gear, swag, autograph memorabilia, and so on. And that will be driven and merchandise through our store from Fanatics.
See, that's even more amazing because as much as I love sports and I like money as well, I'm more of a big collector than anything else. I have probably over, I'd say maybe 150 different NFL jerseys. So for people that
That's
out there
fantastic. Wow.
that also collects memorabilia like jerseys or football helmets or etc., that may also be another option for you because some of the more unique ones are very hard to find. Fanatics has some really, really great merchandise, and I have purchased from there before. So it's also a great opportunity to have that besides the monetary.
There was also a Zoom today. There's another vendor that we're going to be working with, but I until that's official, we got the preview of it. I won't say, but there's some pretty cool, some more cool stuff that some personalized memorabilia where things that kind of super draft kind of swag. I don't want to spill the beans. A lot of stuff that can be personalized, and I'll leave it at that for now. But this thing is consistently evolving and enhancing as we go by the days and by the weeks. What we're doing is it's unprecedented. There's nothing else like it out there, and just extremely excited to be joining forces with you guys. We're going to do great things, and your listeners are going to have a lot of fun just by, again, clicking on the link below or how it's provided. However, whatever outlet you guys share it from, Ricky. So super excited.
Yep.
Darnell, Alex, you have anything to add to that?
Just really excited for the opportunity.
Awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. And
Darnell's kind of speechless right now.
I think Darnell fell asleep again. We keep putting Darnell to sleep.
You didn't put me to sleep. I'm sitting back chilling. I'm looking forward to this opportunity. I'm ready to get started. Play around with it, see all the fun stuff I can do with this. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of things to get to. Appreciate you guys dropping the news for our listeners. I really do.
So we appreciate you having us on for sure. And we'd love to come back. Feel free to have us. It's your show, but if you'd like, sometimes, I mean, we'll keep filling you up with all the new enhanced stuff. But if you ever want, I don't know how that. I'm new to this world, so I don't know how if your listeners can actually ask a question live, or can they?
They actually can ask questions because we do have a chat.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So maybe next go round we can open up. We could do it now, but I'm saying we could do a Q&A, let people really dig in. But more importantly, it's a lot of fun. Just download and create an account for yourself and see what we're all about. That's all we're asking you to do. But our metrics and are pointing in a great direction for some of the gaming that we have, and a lot of it's patented technology that you won't see anywhere else. It's not the salary cap, and you can pick any player, any game, anyone you want. It's your team, your way. There's no restrictions on that, and everybody gets one entry, unlike some other platforms where you're going up against 20, 30 different lines. It's one. So if you're the lucky one or the better one that day, you'll be pretty happy. So
I like it. It's straight up fantasy.
Well, I will also mention that as of today, I actually did put myself in my first ever game on the Super Draft Pro app, and let me tell you,
great, good deal.
Where are you sitting?
Well, I don't remember which one it is exactly that I picked, but it is one of the free ones, and I will tell you, like, the interaction on this app is really smooth. Again, there are so many options that you can do, whether you do the free options or the paid options, but I will say that this app is immaculate. And then seeing the variety of all of the different things that you can do. Obviously, like if you want to bet, if you want to do baseball, you want to do fantasy baseball. Granted, we're in a lockout right now, but they give you the option for that. There's NHL, there is NBA, there's MMA, which is probably going to be Bellator and UFC. I didn't really look into that one pretty much.
UFC.
But there are so many different options. And again, the link for the sign up is in the description of this video. It's going to get posted on Twitter. It's going to get posted on Instagram. The guys will be able to post the link to it as well. The more the merrier, but I'm going to tell you, like, the experience on the app is completely ridiculous.
And Ricky,
I mean, ridiculous in a good way.
To add to that too, I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. And actually, it's going to be even much more cleaner here real soon. They're going to be changing some more things in this, make it a lot more cleaner. But it's funny you said all the games too, because we're actually very soon, probably early 22, we're going to be getting a 24/7 casino. So if people like casino games, they could, instead of trying to find a casino close to them or drive to it, you play from the comfort of your home. Just sit there all day and play.
We're talking blackjack. We're talking
right. We'll also have iGaming. So there's a lot coming to this. So it's not just fantasy. I mean, it is right now, but there's so much that's going to be coming into this. I mean, everybody should just get into this because this is going to blow by all the other platforms that are out there.
And another thing that I also want to mention, and I'm probably going to steal your guys' thunder for a few seconds on this.
Steal it.
Okay. The one great thing about this app is there are certain states in the U.S. where you're not able to actually do any type of sports gaming whatsoever. This app will allow you to be able to do that sports gaming. So in the state of New York, for Christ's sakes, we can't have anything till the week before the Super Bowl on any of the gaming apps whatsoever. This app will give you the ability to do that and bypass all of that political jargon for the gaming. So if you want to really get a jump on it, maybe make a few extra dollars for Christmas or whatever, and you are in one of those states that do not have the ability for any of the gaming apps whatsoever, this is your opportunity to start right now.
Right.
Excellent.
Yep. Great point, Ricky. Great point for sure. Yeah, legal to play in all 50 states. No federal hiccups. No state line type of trying to get through. Anyone 18 or older. That is one thing we probably could say. You have to be 18. 18.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're growing. The new app actually is in beta testing right now, so we're anticipating a lot. You're cutting out a little, Steve.
I kind of knew that was going to happen, but
but what he's saying, yeah, we're in beta testing right now. That, like I said, when I mentioned we're going to be, things are going to look a little different here soon. But also, we are just U.S. right now.
Now, the
He's still trying to talk. Canada will be in very soon. They're like half in, but they'll be in soon. And in 2022, we will be international. So if there's any listeners that's outside the states, I know you can play in Canada. You can legally technically get it, but any other country right now, we're out until early 2022. We'll start bringing them in. So
Cool.
and that's when soccer will come in too for you, Alex.
Oh yeah.
Alex will be hitting that shit up all day long. That's it.
Oh, not soccer. Oh, it's
Alex
over.
is gonna have a new game to play.
Don't insult the real game of football, Darnell.
It's over. I'm saying in a good way.
The real game of
I'm
football.
saying in a good way. I'm saying it in a good way for you.
Ah, you better be.
You guys ain't. you got your own.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be getting mine. I'll be getting my link soon.
Yep.
As I haven't had time.
So.
And I'm not surprised when you mention how the free version is not as fun. I mean, it's always like that with all these things. A free version, there's always a catch. So
hey, right now,
it's free ever fun.
Well, think of it this way. Right now alone, there is one of the first free entries on here. It's a $50 prize. It's the NFL $50 free and fun Super Draft Pro free roll. Again, like there's a whole bunch of different ones that you really just want to see and get the feel of the app. The free ones can go for you. There are games on here where you can go into price ranges where you can bet $1, you can bet $5, you can bet $25. It's not just limited to all of the high money, any of the high money games. There are games that start out from free to $10, from 10 to 25, and on and on. So it's not like you have to drop a lot of major dime in order to play half of these games. But just know when you do play the lower games, the prize is going to be probably ranges of $50 to $100. And then as you go up the scale, the prizes go a little bit more. So, I mean, the free games and the low games are the ones to get your feet wet a little bit.
Yeah, gotta work your way up, right?
Yeah. And just to clarify on that, Ricky, too, we are on our subscription or membership model. They technically are all free, but the elite package is going to be the highest. So someone like tomorrow's football game will be the elite package will pay out $2,000 prize, $2,000 purse. So top prize gets $250. So first place will get $250. For a $100 subscription for the month, you can win $250 in one day. So that's pretty much where this is. So like I said, you're not. I like Steve always uses this. You're not getting your face kicked in, on Monday Night Football because you just lost a couple $100 on Sunday for trying to bet. So that's where this comes in with this membership. But like I said, when you're on that elite, you get to play all 4 subscriptions, which they're considered free because we're subscription based. But like I said, so you play that. So tomorrow, like I said, you play if you get into the elite, which is $100, you play the elite game. You play the premium game, which is a $50 game, which the I believe that let me look real quick. I believe that the prize on that one is $1,000. So first place would get 100 in that one. So and then I believe it's 50 or 400 for the basic, and you can win 50 on that one, and then the free is like I think $25 is the prize. So add those together. So if you won first place in each one of those, that's $250, 100, that's $350 plus another 50. So that's 400. You went over $400 if you won first place in all of them. So there's a lot of money that can be won right now, and we have just got started. Once we get more people in the app, more players, the prizes will just keep going up. They want big prizes on these. So yeah, so jump in, play, and have fun.
There you go. Guys, thank you. I know you guys took some time out of your day to come out and help us make this announcement for the show. So I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you again. Yep.
I know you guys said call on you whenever we need you. This was kind of like a little bit of a weird spot. Steve's driving around. Dan had a rough day, and yeah, it's just
We're good. Hey, we make it work. We'll make it work.
We
Hey,
don't mind, man. We're
and-
here to
and-
work together. So.
In the business world, everything is in all peaches and cream. Okay.
That's it. You got that right. But it all works out in the end.
so. Again,
for
thank
sure.
you guys appreciate you guys for coming on. But
No, you're welcome, man. Thank you. We enjoyed the time here, and can't wait to play some of these games with some of your listeners and your audience, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. Before we run, that's one thing, Ricky. I'm sure you're going to do this. Remember, I'm sure you'll have some exclusive games just for your listeners.
yes,
Yeah, we're going to do some fun things with that too. Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Oh yeah, we can make our own games here. Yep.
We'll come up with some swag and some prizes for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll keep that on the download for now. But as your network of players grows, we're gonna feature some fun games just for your group.
That means that means all of the people that listen and watch the show, whether it be on the video platforms or the audio platforms, that means take advantage of that, because if we're going to be offering that to you, that would be something definitely the Pipe Bomb Family Nation would love.
Yep.
Oh, y'all. Ooh.
Get in and get your practice now.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, guys.
Well, y'all better take advantage of this.
Yeah, better take advantage of it, because it's crazy.
Y'all just don't know the amount of ideas that just came through my head just then.
I mean, Darnell, you saw the amount that my shows made last month, and with the opportunities of this month for my shows, and if things going well with the other thingies, then things might be going well for me in the future. Hopefully.
Oh, we moving up. We moving up.
I mean, and I want to, Ricky, may I say a few something, because I know that there's members who listen to the show that listen to my shows, and I know that they're the reason why my two shows got an advertising opportunity. So may I take a moment to give them a shout out?
Sure, go for it.
Thank y'all so much. I mean, believe it or not, y'all are the reason why this is happening. Ricky, Darnell, you guys as well, but, we're all in this together. I mean, if there's any of you who want to start a podcast, if people tell you you can't have a comfortable living off a podcast, those people are just lazy. They don't want to work hard to build a show. You can make a good living. You just got to work on it, and it takes time. So don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let lazy people discourage you, y'all.
Okay, so this is what's going to basically
I have
happen.
to get that out there, because that's what people used to say to me.
Yeah, we got you. Also, thank you to everybody who's been listening to Raymond Talk Special over Thanksgiving weekend, because there was a lot of views on that one. But
in my case, Cowboys talk. You know how Cowboys Nation is. It's a bit of a different story, but
we're gonna switch gears.
So you know if you're doing your job when you piss people off, right?
Yeah.
All right,
we're gonna switch gears here. That
we are
Ricky's
going to switch gears.
Take us.
Hold on, I have to say this. So officially now that we are with Super Draft, we're not going to be using the Vegas Insider website anymore.
No.
So people do not get all wicked and full of shit on a lot of stuff. I am going to step away for this first game. However, we are going to start off the slate.
So Ricky's taking a step back. He's still going to be a part of it. I'm the one that's going to be leading it off now.
All right.
For today.
We're starting off with Tampa and Atlanta. I'll give the numbers first. This is the new odds based off of Super Draft. Once again, thank you to the guys for that. We have an official line off of the Sportsbook Super Draft. Tampa minus 10.5. Under over 51.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons. One team comes in 8-3 off a comeback victory over the Indianapolis Colts. And the other team 5-6 coming off the win right here in Jacksonville, Florida, Jacksonville Jaguars. as we all know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lead the NFC South with Atlanta several games behind them, along with Carolina and the Saints. So, Bearman, it's the Bucs and the Falcons round 2 after the Bucs destroyed the Falcons early in the season.
And the Falcons hell bent on revenge, Darnell.
The squad revenge.
Let's see.
When it comes to these two teams,
The revenge when it comes to these two teams. Well, if we're are we talking from Atlanta's perspective?
you asked the question: are the Falcons
Yeah, I know,
coming for
but-
revenge?
Well, they would love to have revenge, but let's be honest, Playmaker. Is that possible? I mean,
Well, let's see.
from the state of how Atlanta is, I'd say no.
Well, Antonio Brown suspended for 3 games.
For what was it? A fake vaccination card.
Yep.
Well, this drama really is. Oh,
I'm looking at
unbearable.
the injury report as of right now. I have for Tampa Bay, Jameer Dean, cornerback, questionable for the game. Devin White, linebacker, questionable for the game. You have Jordan Whitehead, the safety. He's out for the game. So secondary still ain't healthy for the Bucs.
Not healthy for the Bucs, and I've actually got the win. I got the win of the cover. If you're interested.
Okay.
Well, NFL has Tampa winning 31-21, and they got obviously the win percentage is at 69%. While believe it or not, the cover percent is at 52%, but that goes to Atlanta.
Okay.
Now, this game is not going to be in Tampa. It's actually in Atlanta.
It's in the ATL, right where the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide are playing it right now.
Got a score update?
Tied up at 17.
All right. I mean, well, that changed quickly.
Getting close to halftime.
In Atlanta's case, there's a couple. I mean, obviously they still don't have their receiver. The name's not off the top of my head, but I know that everybody knows who I'm talking about.
Let me just go ahead.
Calvin Ridley.
Let me just go ahead and pose a question. Do anybody believe in the Falcons beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Obviously not. I mean, Cordell Patterson's coming off another good game, 16 catches, 108 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But that's actually on the ground. That's actually not through the air.
But Leonard Fournette went for 4 touchdowns against the Indianapolis Colts on the road.
Right. But as Ricky likes to remind us, Cordell Patterson is not a running back.
Hybrid.
So for Atlanta's case, Russell Gage and Kyle Pitts, and believe it or not, Patterson is to watch out for. But
all right, so here it is then, because I don't see a lot of people picking the Falcons. So the question is, and I will pose to this to the Prez because he's the betting man. You said 10.5, right? Which will be for us 11, right?
Yes.
Do the Falcons cover?
I hate to say this, but I had kind of put money on the Falcons earlier this year. And the Buccaneers are kind of doing a pretty decent job at stopping the run as of late. So, if you're going buyer beware on this, you may not want the points. Tampa legit blew their doors off the last time. I probably would split it. If you're going to go straight up, you go Tampa. If you go with the bet line, it's probably going to be the Falcons.
Is Rob Gronkowski healthy for the Bucs?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
All right, 1:00, Fox. The Arizona Cardinals take the trip to Soldier Field to face off with the Chicago Bears. Will the Prez give the bet lines out while I go look at the injury report?
We have the Arizona Cardinals as a 8-point favorite on the road, under over 43.
And I've got the probabilities if you're interested.
Go ahead.
Well, the win probability, not surprisingly, goes to Arizona at 68%. And Arizona's going to get the sweep right here. The cover probability favors them at 51%.
All right. So, as of right now, Kyler Murray's a game-time decision. DeAndre Hopkins a game-time decision. Chase Edmonds is still on injury reserve, so he might be out for, I think, either this game or the next game.
That kills my fantasy.
That's Arizona. Andy Dalton will be starting because Justin Fields will not be playing. Marquise Goodwin is out. Damian Williams is out. Hakeem Nicks is out. Raekwon Smith is questionable for the game. Gentlemen, I'm just going ahead and cut right to the chase. I don't see nobody picking the Bears. I don't think nobody will pick the Bears. But the line that you said is what? 8 is 8 for the Cardinals.
8 under over 42. 43, I should say.
Is there any reason to doubt that the Cardinals will cover?
The ability of Mr. Murray, his mobility, may be a question. I believe that the Cardinals are going to have to use pretty much heavily on their run game at this point for them to be successful and to take the pressure off Murray, because I don't believe his foot is any better than it was before.
So you're calling this the James Conner game?
Just also remember that the Cardinals are still undefeated on the road.
Yep. So
with Murray out, I guess we assume Cole McCoy gets the start.
Who's done a viably great job in Kyler's absence.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, I would know all about Cole McCoy, wouldn't I, Darnell?
Yep. So consensus, Cardinals.
I believe so.
There you go.
Well, I mean, Chicago really. I mean, Justin Fields is still hurt, right?
Yes.
But then again, even if he was healthy, I mean, are they really going to put him back in? Put him back in fighting the wild pack.
It's his job.
It's his job.
It's his job.
But as Ricky said, beginning of the season, he's not ready for the NFL. But he's got some experience now under his belt. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, either way, it's not like Chicago's going anywhere, right?
No, they're not.
Yeah. So I guess in this case, you might as well give more experience, groom him up for the future. But Arizona, I think in Arizona's case, I mean, without Kyler Murray nor Hopkins, the win could still be theirs, but the difficulty probably goes up a little bit. But either way, overall, I guess it's nothing to worry about, right?
All right. Let's go to one of the games that's probably going to be on Ricky's screen. Heading up to the Queen City. For those of you who don't know, that would be Cincinnati, Ohio, where the Bengals are hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. Line, Mr. Prez?
The line for this game is Bengals favorite at home. Under over 40 or under over 50.
All right. Noah Asante Samuel Jr. for the Chargers, along with Levon Joseph. Mike Thomas is doubtful for this game for the Bengals. But let's have a conversation, gentlemen. Let's have a conversation.
Yes, let's.
Justin Herbert and the Chargers are struggling. They just call it what it is. They're struggling.
I mean, what else is there? I mean, how could you deny? How can anybody deny it?
They don't look good. They don't look good at all. Ricky says this all the time, but ever since the Patriots game, what you been saying, Ricky?
Their offense has been, I'd say, probably 75%, but their defense has been completely crap.
Are you sure that's ever since New England? I probably would have said since Baltimore.
No, I would say since the New England game, because apparently the way that anybody beats anybody these days is you just have to watch a game coached and a team run by this guy called, oh God, what the fuck is his name again? Oh yeah, the hoodie, Bill Belichick. He lays out the blueprint and everybody follows it.
So now you coming against a team, Bearman, who beat the holy hell out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And had the Pittsburgh Steelers being called soft.
Mm-hmm. Well, gentlemen, let's not forget one point. The Chargers, they were 4-1, and now they're 6-5. So that's what I said. You can't deny that they're struggling. I mean,
So-
that's 2-4 since being 4-1, if my math is correct.
I don't do this, but I'm gonna do this with Bearman. Bearman.
Mm-hmm.
Factors for the LA Chargers to get this win on the road.
Well, the win probability does not favor the Chargers, Darnell. It actually favors Cincinnati at 53%. However, the cover actually favors the Chargers because the cover percentage is at 51 for the Chargers.
So how can the Chargers pull this off?
Well, first things first, the defense is going to have to snap out of it. And Justin Herbert's going to have to dig inside himself deeper than before and just, show the stud that everybody says he has the potential of being. I mean, in Herbert's case, I'm not saying that he's going to a downward spiral. I've said this before. He starts off good and then he goes into a struggle slump, but that's part of the learning process to making it in the NFL because, correct me if I'm wrong, Peyton Manning went through this, and I'm sure Mr. Thomas Edward Brady went through this. Am I right, Ricky?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's all part of it. Like every major quarterback, all of a sudden, it's the same thing. Like Herbert wasn't originally the starter, but then Tyrod Taylor got punctured, and then all of a sudden he's in, and then he does good, and then he starts off the season good, and he falls. I mean, it's all part of the plan, as the Joker would say. But Herbert, in his case, this could be a game where maybe if he has a good performance, maybe just maybe he'll get out of that slump and then start working his way back up to that potential.
Okay, so Prez.
Well,
For
but
the Bengals.
overall, Darnell, the Chargers can only win as a team because that's the only way to do it.
See,
Okay.
the issue that you have here is this, and this was reported as of yesterday. So again, take this with a grain of salt and a pail of water. The Chargers may be without their top two receivers tomorrow. They are both listed as questionable.
Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
Yes, they are both listed as questionable. If they somehow both don't play in this game, you might as well kiss the rest of the Chargers season goodbye.
Okay.
The problem that the Cincinnati Bengals have had is Jamar Chase has not been as potent in the offense the last few games, only averaging just a shade under 50 yards receiving.
Insert T. Higgins.
So, T. Higgins picking up the role. Joe Mixon has to be on top of the run game. If they cannot get that run game going, the Bengals are going to be one-sided, and the Chargers will dominate the front line.
All right, I like what I'm hearing.
As a betting person, I'm going to bet the home team, only for the fact being, at this point right now, I cannot put money on a team where you have your top two wideouts on the fence of whether they're playing or not.
Let me ask y'all this question.
Okay.
As we look at the Chargers, 6-5, they still within their division. As that whole division is up for grabs still, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all will see why as we continue on the schedule. Bengals 7-4, right behind the Baltimore Ravens. Who needs it more, Bengals or Chargers?
I say the Bengals more than the Chargers.
Definitely the Bengals.
Bengals more than Chargers. All
But
right.
just remember this. The AFC North is the toughest division in football when you have all four teams over 500. Including the Browns, okay, including the Steelers, you have the Bengals and the Ravens. In order for the Bengals to even have any traction to even make the playoffs currently right now, this has got to be a win for them.
All right. Y'all heard it here. You heard it here first. All right. Detroit, Michigan.
Next.
The Minnesota Vikings racing off the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. And do you want to give the bet line? You don't have to if you don't want to.
This is probably one of the worst lines I've seen for the entire weekend, believe it or not.
Well, Minnesota won't be without their all-pro linebacker, Eric Hendricks.
And no Dalvin Cook either.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we leave it on the shoulders of Kirk Cousins for this weekend.
Oh,
Minnesota, 8-point favorites on the road in Detroit.
Is Mark Brofman still in the chat?
He may still be in the chat. I'm not sure.
So no Eric Kendricks, no Dalvin Cook. Anthony Barr is questionable. So we talking Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen for the Vikings against a winless Detroit Lions.
And don't forget Dalvin Cook's replacement, Mr. Madison.
He's a hurt too.
He's playing.
Oh, he's playing. Oh, I like Madison. He's good. He's good.
Madison isn't Cook, but he's a semi-viable replacement. Notice I said semi-viable.
Bearman, do we know who's starting at quarterback for Detroit?
That just happens to probably be Jared Goff.
I haven't heard anything about Goff, so I imagine Goff.
Okay.
Minnesota comes into this game winning the last 8 versus Detroit.
They don't have DeAndre Swift either, so.
No, there's Mr. Braverman.
So no DeAndre Swift for the Lions. So do you say that's an even wash when it comes to running backs?
I'd say so, but.
So you have Madison versus Williams in the running back competition.
Can I say something? One truly sad thing right now.
Go ahead.
Kirk Cousins is 31-15-1 in his career versus teams that have entered the game 500, under 500. However, he is 25-42-1 versus winning teams.
In other words, he's not. In other words, he's not elite.
31-15-1 against teams with an under 500 record, but is 25-42-1 against teams with an over 500 record. Mind-boggling.
The Vikings for the win. My question is, do they cover the 8?
No,
they don't cover the 8.
I don't see them covering the 8.
All right.
As much as I don't really want to say this out loud, and I have legit no faith in any Lions team, I think this game is going to be one of those games where they just barely lose it at the end.
Okay. Let's go for one game that's not going to be on Ricky's screen to another game that's not going to be on Ricky's screen. You're going down to South Florida, ladies and gentlemen. It's the New York Football Giants
Miami
versus the Miami Dolphins.
What's up to Antonio Medina? What's going on? Do I really have to give this line?
Do you want to?
It's the Dolphins as a 7-point favorite at home. Under over 40.
Bearman, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I did read something that says no Daniel Jones for this game.
Daniel Jones is going to possibly be out for the rest of the season.
Ew.
Oh, that's right, Mr. Mike Lennon. I have heard a little bit about an injury, although I haven't heard anything. It must have been days ago. But according to the New York Post, they have a story that's okay. Well, ESPN a day ago says that Daniel Jones is not cleared for contact, so therefore he's been declared out against Miami. But gentlemen, I believe the injury was a strained neck or something like that.
Yes. And Giants fans, start the funeral dirge now. Mr. Mike, you know, the guy that's starting your game tomorrow, has not won a game in 4 years.
Okay, gentlemen.
He's not won a game he started in the last 4 years.
Time out. So what you saying that? Didn't Miami get done beat somebody who came back this last week?
Yes.
Who was that person?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh,
I really don't even want to talk about it.
Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. So now you have Mike Glennon, who hasn't won a game in 4 years, going to the same place that Cam Newton got destroyed.
And it's funny because his last game that he won was playing for the Chicago Bears in 2017. He's 0-18 in his last starts since 2017.
Is all consensus with the Dolphins, unfortunately?
No
squish the fist this time?
No squish the fish this time. Sorry.
No, this time it's more like squash the giant. Yeah. Okay, and Ricky, you'll find this interesting. The Giants Wire 5 hours ago launched a report saying that the Giants will not be placing Daniel Jones on injured reserve. I guess that doesn't mean they won't do it at all. I guess that means they won't do it this week.
They are somehow holding their breath that Daniel Jones may actually start another game this year. However, the way that it was presented here in the New York media, Daniel Jones has probably officially played his last game for the New York Giants.
So, and my question to Mr. Waldman is, Mr. Waldman, do you believe that they should place Daniel Jones on injured reserve?
I
sure
believe
he'll
he
stay on the chat.
I believe he is actually done.
Well, Mr. Broderman says so, but well, okay. I guess in that case, Mr. Broderman would suggest that the Giants are just sugarcoating.
You giving the Giants way too much TV time, okay?
Yes, let's move on to.
I mean, we gotta. Hey, you gotta understand. My Cowboys play the Giants still, so I want to know what's going on.
You giving them way too much. We going from one New York team to the other New York team. Meadowlands. The Jets. Whereas Ricky says, just in the season.
Yes, just in the season. Sorry, Antonio.
Going against the Philadelphia Eagles.
By the way, this is a very, very interesting stat that I will say. The Philadelphia Eagles are the only team in the NFL to be undefeated against another team.
Mm-hmm.
In their career 11 meetings, the Philadelphia Eagles are 11-0 against the New York Jets. Let that marinate a little bit. This is a team the Jets have never beaten.
So, Bearman.
Yeah.
I believe there's no Zach Wilson for this game. Corey Davis is questionable.
I didn't hear anything about Zach Wilson. Let me double check. I know that Zach Wilson did play last week.
He played last week. He got his ass whooped too. And that comeback victory over the Houston Texans, by the way. Jalen Hurts is also questionable. So, by the way, before I get to you, Bearman, Ricky, could it be the first time that we get to see Minshew Mania in Philly?
Possibly.
Yeah, Hurts has an ankle injury, right?
Let's kind of think of it this way, okay? In the way that the NFC least is running right now, and I say that with all whole heart, the NFC least.
I mean, it's the damn truth, bro.
Again, it is probably do or die for the Eagles at this point, knowing the fact that they are still sniffing the tailpipe of the Dallas Cowboys. Antonio, you're a front runner. They have to beat the hapless Jets. Okay? All of the talk here in New York is the fact being that the Jets currently right now are looking at the draft, looking at to see what places they can pick up more players that are probably identify in New York as hopeless dreams and careers as the season comes along. And not for nothing, I don't doubt it that Philly's going to win this game. They're only favored by 7 on the road. And they're coming off of the embarrassing loss to the Giants. So
Jalen Reagor, man, that's embarrassing for TCU fans.
So, how pissed off should the Eagles be?
Pretty fucking mad.
They probably put a few more hot flakes in their Philly cheesesteaks this week.
All right, everybody's on the Eagles. Fly Eagles. All right. Oh, this should be fun. Houston, Texas.
Why am I bothering to watch TV tomorrow?
We have the Houston Texans hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Go ahead, Ricky.
By the way, once again, all of these are off of the Sports Draft Sportsbook. Link for the Super Draft Pro is in the description of the video. It will be also in the description of the audio. I don't even know why I can't find this one. Like, I legit cannot find this one on the thing here. Maybe because they don't even want people to bet the game. Indy. It is the Indianapolis Colts as a 10-point favorite on the road, over 45.
So, I'm just going to add this question, Bearman. You give me a quick answer and we can move on, okay?
All right.
Who's more pissed off and is going to show that they're more pissed off in this game?
I'd say probably the Colts.
Okay. That's all we need. That's all we need. All right, let's go to Vegas for the
By the
4
way,
o'clock slate.
Jonathan Taylor is going to be rushing against the third worst rushing defense in the NFL. Could we see possibly another 50-point fantasy score for Mr. Taylor?
Good gracious.
Imagine that. He'd probably be the only player to have 50 points in a fantasy season.
Let's go to Vegas.
Okay, apparently this one is going to pop off.
Ooh.
All right, let me reload this one because the ad blocker came up.
The Las Vegas Raiders at home versus the Washington football team. And obviously, sorry to bring us up there, man, but Vegas went to Dallas and got them a victory on Thanksgiving.
Which means they have no excuse to lose to Washington.
Washington got a victory over who they play last week.
Who did Washington play last week?
The Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, because we
On
can't
Monday
talk
Night
about Russell
Football.
Wilson anymore. That's right.
On Monday Night Football. So, what is my line?
It just so happens to be that the Vegas Raiders are a 2-point favorite at home.
Jeez.
An announcement today that Darren Waller is now downgraded to out.
Darren Waller is officially out. Carl Nassib is out. That's for the Raiders. J.D. McKissick is out for the Washington football team. Curtis Samuel is questionable. Landon Collins is out.
Curtis Samuel's been questionable the entire season. He's either been out or questionable every game this year.
One team is 5-6. The other team is 6-5. So, how can I possibly say this?
Don't waste your money on this game, by the way. Do not waste a penny on this game. Not even a half penny.
There's another NFC least team, Bearman, that is chasing your Cowboys. And they are at the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
You feeling the black hole?
I don't know. You should ask that to Tyler Heineke.
I'm feeling a very tight blue knot right now with this game. That's what I will say. I mean, Derek Carr is lighting it up. He's averaging 310 yards plus per game.
And Washington's defense is continually regressing, is it not?
I would have to say it's kind of the opposite because the last few games, it's been that defense that's been coming up in the fourth quarter. They're pretty
DK Metcalf didn't have a catch until late in the fourth damn quarter. DK Metcalf.
Oh, and Washington has won the last 3 meetings by 10 points or more.
Okay. Well, they barely beat Seattle, but...
Although this is a very, very fun stat, which makes me want to think different. Washington is 0-4 versus games against AFC opponents. However, they're 5-2 against their own conference. A lot of swerves.
It's a game I do want to watch out on. I do want to keep my eye on. Excuse me.
You want,
but I need lost.
He want that one out in the corner to keep an eye. Washington better not win this game.
They better not.
I'm going Vegas. I gotta go Vegas. I think Vegas needs it more.
I mean, Vegas wants to build on the win, so
Vegas needs it more. Even though Washington is still trying to fight for the division and possibly a wild card, but Vegas needs it more. So we're gonna go there.
I think they ruled out J.D. McKissick.
They did rule out J.D. McKissick. It's Antonio Gibson all the way. All right. Let's go ahead and go to California. Go ahead and go to California.
I don't want to go to California.
Goddamn. Jacksonville Jaguars.
I heard they have high taxes there.
They probably do, but hey, the Jaguars are in town to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Go ahead and get a line real quick because I'm going to make this quick, simple, and easy, Bear Man. You can just sit back on this one.
The biggest spread of the weekend, it is the LA Rams as a 13-point favorite at home.
All right. So James Robinson is questionable. Shaquille Griffin is out. That's the Jaguars.
Shaquille Griffin's the guy with one hand.
No, it's his brother.
Oh, okay.
Shaquille Griffin.
Okay.
Darrell Henderson is questionable with a thigh injury. Odell Beckham is questionable with a hip injury. Robin Stabenheim is questionable. David Long Jr. is questionable. I'm gonna get straight to the point here. Okay. I don't got time to play games. I said it on Random Talk. I'm gonna say it here right now. Do not mess around and let the damn Jaguars hang in there. Beat the brace off them. Get it over with so we can move on to Arizona for Monday Night Football. Got it? Got it.
All right, can we move on?
425. Seattle, Washington. San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, wait, I got Ravens Steelers there. Hold on. There we go. I'll move that.
San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. One team is making everybody else in that conference pretty scary because they are starting to run the ball again. And the other team, we trying to figure out, do we just bench Russell Wilson for the rest of the season or not?
Well, I want to be a rumor killer. Can I be a rumor killer for a minute?
Go ahead.
Giants fans, I have heard this for the last 2 weeks on the New York media. Shout out to WFAN, by the way. They automatically think that Russell Wilson's coming here next year. Big surprise. He's not coming here. Please take the fucking underwear out of the crack of your ass and stop being uptight, because now all of a sudden, if you don't have Daniel Jones for the rest of the year this year, or you don't have him come back next year, because the Giants won't pick up the option, that you believe that you'll trade away the entire farm for a 34-year-old Russell Wilson. Please stop, because you are playing the ultimate game of fantasy if you think Russell Wilson's coming here. If the Giants have no offensive line, and he's dealing with no offensive line in Seattle right now, do you think he's going to want to make the same mistake twice on the other side of the country? My answer, I don't think so, Tim. It's not happening. Stop trying to live in fantasy land where you think Russell Wilson's coming here. He's not coming here. Okay, go on.
So, while Ricky did that, I did some digging. So, I see a 3-point for San Fran.
I've got here the same.
So, does Vegas know something that we don't?
Because
nothing about what we have been seeing from the Seattle Seahawks says they are a 3-point underdog.
Let me delve into this a little bit. Oh, that's why. Seattle has won 13 out of the last 15 matchups against the 49ers. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Oh, Deebo Samuel is out for the 49ers.
Russell Wilson is a paltry 16-4 against the 49ers in his career, including the playoffs. And that includes most wins versus any opponent. He has never had 275 yards passing in a game versus the 49ers.
So I'm looking at this report, right, from ESPN. Fred Warner, doubtful. So that pretty much says he's out. Trace Simmons from the University of Ohio State, out. Dre Greenlaw, out. Marcus Hutt, out. Mercedes Harris, out. Deebo Samuel, out. Bearman, I think the Seahawks has a chance. Surprisingly, I think the Seahawks might actually have a chance.
I will put this up because we never got the results. Well, actually, I never did it on Tuesday. My apologies by my bet. God, I will put a $10 bet on the fucking Super Draft if the Seahawks win. I'll spend money on Super Draft if the Seattle Seahawks win. I'll even record it.
Bearman. Vegas got it a 3-point game. I just gave you a good list of 49ers that are out.
All right. I mean, you're right. The Seahawks have a chance, but I still have to go with San Francisco.
All right, San Fran. Across the board. San Fran. Who's ready for some smash mouth football? Oh, never mind. That's the yesteryears. I'm sorry. It's the 2021 Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the Baltimore Ravens. And the only team that's gonna be doing some smash mouth is the goddamn Ravens.
Dan, put on your hard hat and your protective suit for this one. I'm really slinging the shit on this one.
So before you start slinging, go ahead and give the people their lines.
The Pittsburgh Steelers 5-point fave at home. Actually, no, they're the dog at home. Sorry, Baltimore's the favorite. 5-point fave for the Ravens, over 44.
Joe Hayden out. That's a killer. Every goddamn cornerback for the damn Ravens is questionable. Does it even matter? Go ahead, Ricky.
Big Ben came out today in the news announcing that this will officially be his last season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Regardless to say whether or not he will be signing on with another team or retiring, to be determined. But he has told former teammates and people in the organization that this will be his last year. Now, I had specifically said, I don't know, was that Tuesday or was that the Saturday before? You know, my mind's a little mushy right now. Sorry. That Big Ben should be sitting on the bench and let one of those trio guys of Mason Rudolph or, what the hell was his name? What was that?
Haskins.
Yes, Dwayne Haskins or Duck, whatever his name, should be.
Duck Hodges.
Yes, Duck Hodges should be starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now to see of whether maybe or not they may be looking for a Russell Wilson type or a draft in the 2022 NFL draft pick for a quarterback. Big Ben looks like he needs a wheelchair. More like I would like a monster truck wheelchair to be driving around on the field so he's not getting plastered every week. 37-year-old Big Ben, I believe it is. Yeah, your time is done, man. I'm sorry. You've given us a lot of great memories, but you need to take a step back and watch the parade go by.
Bearman.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I saw a game where Lamar Jackson threw 4 picks and still won the game.
And got player of the game on goddamn football night. Screw you, Lamar.
I knew Ricky was actually going to do that. Ricky had to let it out of his system, didn't you, brother?
Screw you, you little bastard.
It's been eating. You can tell, folks, that's been eating Ricky.
4 fucking picks. You get picked as player of the game. You should lick a bulldog's balloon knot.
Okay, all right. Easy, Ricky.
And we did just finish talking about Pittsburgh getting their ass whipped by Cincinnati, right?
I hope you know what? I'm going to go a little bit off the script. I hope the Pittsburgh Steelers knock the shit out of the Ravens this weekend. Just to prove a point.
It's in Huntsville.
Yes, it is the land of the ketchup, okay? But apparently what ends up happening with the Baltimore Ravens is they play down to the level of their opponent. This could be another one of those games. Oh, defenses can't figure me out. Yes, we did. Because guess what? TJ Watt's off the global bastard list, and he's looking to eat.
Mm-hmm. So, Bearman, purple or black? Or yellow and black?
Oh, man.
By the way, this is one of the most hard-hitting rivalries in football history.
Oh, I know. Baltimore.
He's going with Action Jackson.
Hold on, give me 1 second, and I will give you my official pick. I've gone back to picking, by the way, and again, if anybody uses my shit, I'll fuck your shit up. Lamar Jackson is 6-2 in a career after he's had multiple turnovers, and we're not talking about Apple turnovers, so that's kind of weird. The Ravens have only allowed one player to rush for 60 or more yards this year. That would be Dalvin Cook. And Lamar Jackson has crap numbers against the Steelers in his career. 3 touchdowns and 5 picks in 2 career starts versus the Steel Curtain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking the Steelers.
He's going. Just a quick update. Alabama 31, Georgia 17.
All right, so we're up to Sunday Night Football, right?
Sunday Night Football. Oh, that AFC West showdown. The leader of the bunch, the Kansas City Chiefs, at home, facing the team that's chasing them and wants to punch them in their goddamn mouth. The 6-5 Denver Broncos. Ricky, betting line, sir.
Kansas City Chiefs, 10-point faves at home, under over 47. My outlook at this, the Kansas City Chiefs have not been very favorable with the line.
All right.
I believe one game this year they've covered.
Okay. All right. So since I'm gonna do my little game with this game and the next game, so that I can be fair and unbiased, Ricky, you have Teddy Bridgewater, who has thrown for 2,518 yards, should I say, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions versus Patrick Mahomes, who has thrown for 3,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks. Which way are we going?
I have to go with at least Mahomes at this.
Mahomes. All right. Melvin Gordon is doubtful for this game. So it'll be Javonte Williams versus Edwards-Helaire. Where we
Who's
going?
still listed as questionable for tomorrow.
Well, Stephen Wallman's really making a gutsy pick.
Well, which way we leaning in running backs?
I think it's a push.
It's definitely a push.
You have Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Lolan Fent versus Tyreek Hill, Miko Harmon, and Travis Kelce. KC. Defense. Broncos or Chiefs?
I can't even tell you the mild way that I really want to put it right about now.
And then you have Vic Fangio and Andy Reid.
I would go Reid, and to define the defensive question, hot trash.
Okay. Here's the problem, Bearman. Here's the problem. When Kansas City was down, nobody picked up the slack. Now Kansas City is back on top. I don't see this train stopping no time soon.
But I also don't see the Kansas City Chiefs covering.
10 points. You could be right on that. 10 points. You could be right on that. I don't see this train stopping for Kansas City. I'm sorry. This train is going to keep rolling.
Again, it's going to be more of the battle of the trenches is always interesting with these two teams. But I got the question being is how are the running games going to be for both sides? Bridgewater's turned out to be the semi-game manager because he still can't avoid giving up turnovers or tackling people for that matter. And again, it's the Chiefs have to play. The Chiefs have to play this game like they used to, with reckless abandon and just playing the game with their hair on fire. If they come out slow to start, they're going to finish strong, but Denver's going to end up staying around in this game, which could be trouble. Even though the Chiefs have beaten them 11 straight games, it's just like again, the games have never been blowouts.
And then we get to Monday night. Bearman, you want to know how to describe Monday night?
Well, I figured that would be the question to ask Mr. Ricky here.
No, I'm asking you. You know why I'm asking you? Is Ricky versus the world. Monday Night Football. Buffalo, New York. The one true team actually plays in New York.
Well, that's true.
All right. I did my game with Ricky, and I can do my game with the Bear Man. So before I go, Ricky, if you don't mind, I would give the betting lines on this one while you sit back and enjoy the show. We have the Buffalo Bills, a surprising 3-point favorite at home. Over under 42. Tre'Davious White is pretty much done for the season. A horrific injury. That's a big blow to the Buffalo Bills. No big news, no big injury news for the Patriots to go about. So, Bearman, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Matt Jones has thrown for 2,850 yards, 16 touchdowns to 8 interceptions versus Josh Allen, who has thrown for 3,071 yards, 25 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Mac and cheese or Allen?
Oh, it isn't Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen.
Bills fans, keep your dildos home.
Probably Josh Allen because of the experience, but then again, Mac Jones is on a tear.
All right.
It's the same mentality that I've been saying all season. The Bills might be favored, but you do not ever count out the New England Patriots.
All right.
If you don't believe me, Ricky will defend me on this.
You have Ramona Stevenson and Damian Harrison versus Zach Moss and David Singletary.
Could that be a push too?
To be honest, I'm leaning New England on them when it comes to the running backs. I'm leaning New England.
Might be more on the New England side, but I feel like overall it could go either way, but
all right. Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, Hunter Henry, Jono Smith versus Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, Dawson Knox. Who has the better receiving core?
maybe Buffalo.
Okay.
But New England's wide receiver core, you don't want to count them out either.
Defense. Are we talking Bills? Or are we talking Patriots?
To hell with it. I have to go with the Patriots. And no, it's not. It has nothing to do with Ricky, but the Patriots have been on a tear. And the Patriots have something to prove.
Oh, I got some breaking news, but I'm going to get to it in a second.
Well, does it involve this game?
No, it does not involve this game.
Okay.
That's why I'm going back to it, okay?
Well, still, I mean, some people say once you make the pick, you can't go back.
And let's say, I know this answer, but I'm going to see if you're going to prove me wrong. You got Sean McDermott on the home side and Bill Belichick on the visiting side. I kind of figure you're not picking against the GOAT. I kind of figured that.
Well, Mr. Wallman actually just asked a good question. Who has the better defense?
Yeah,
I'd probably say I think New England might now. I mean, you mentioned the Bills lost one of their cornerbacks. I think he suffered a torn ACL, right? Well, he's out for the season, right? I mean, I don't know what he suffered, but he's out for the season.
Yeah, that's a big blow. That's a huge blow.
So that might have shifted in the favor of New England. So to answer Mr. Wallman's question, I would say because of that, with New England's defense getting a bit of a shift now, the shift going in their favor, I'd say probably New England, bro.
All right, so it sounds like Patriots on Monday Night Football. All right, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Coming from the city of Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts is officially out.
Just for this game or for the season?
For this game.
He should be out of the team, let alone freaking being out for the game tomorrow.
So let me guess, Playmaker. Who is going to start now?
Minshew Mania makes his first appearance as an Eagle.
Where the Philadelphia Eagles go 12-0 all time against the New York Jets.
And it's
I
against
think
the
now we
Jets.
can be certain the Eagles are going to win.
And it's against the Jets at all teams.
So I'm going to give my little input on this Patriots game. I'm going to stroke the bone a little bit. The Patriots' 6-game winning streak. They have a 148-point differential. 5th highest in the NFL history in a 6-game span dating back to the 1970 merger. That says a lot. That echoes so much about how every year when the boat is sailing toward the finish line, that the Patriots will start off slow and pick up steam as they go.
So, question for you, Ricky. And I need an honest answer. How important is this game for both sides, knowing that y'all will see each other in 2 weeks later in Foxborough?
Well, the Patriots are going to be on the toughest 3-game stretch. I think tougher than any other pretty much schedule for the rest of the year. You're playing Buffalo twice, sandwiched in with a bye week and a date with the Colts in week 15. And then they finish out the year, I believe, with Jacksonville and Miami. Buffalo, I believe, has the harder schedule down the stretch because they have to play the rest of the division, which means they get a trip against the Jetropolitans. They have another trip with the Dolphins, I believe. And I think this is going to be more of an important game for the Buffalo Bills than anything else. Either way, the Patriots are locked into the playoffs if they started today. Granted, they would be a wild card as of right now, where the Buffalo Bills would be. However, Buffalo has a lot more to lose in this game if they end up losing this, because then they will be a game and a half back of the Patriots, and they would have to take advantage of their Pats bye week. So if Buffalo does lose this game, they lose a lot. They lose the tiebreaker, too, I believe, currently right now, because Buffalo is undefeated in the division going into this, where the Patriots have 1 loss in the division, and that would be to the Miami Dolphins.
Which was week 1.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'd probably say it would be, it's clear that the Bills are the ones under the more pressure, right?
Yes. But that also doesn't mean that the hoodie is not prepared for this game for weeks now. Knowing the fact that they have been on this 6-game streak, they're averaging over 30 points per game. Buffalo's offense has been extremely inconsistent as of late, since they went on their big winning streak. And they've only really been doing it to teams that have had that are non-playoff teams currently right now. So, Mr. Josh Allen, I know he's on your team, Alex. The boogeymen are coming for you.
It's fantasy, bro.
Yes, but it's not fantasy when the boogeymen are coming for you.
Oh, as Mike Irvin would say, Michael Myers.
See. That wraps up the schedule.
That is week 13. Enjoy some good football, and while you're at it, make sure you put your money responsibly in these bets, okay?
By the way, thank you to Dan and Steve, who came on earlier today and helped introduce the Sports Draft Pro and the Sports Draft Sportsbook. The link for it is in the description of this video, in this audio, and will soon be listed on the pages as well. On Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn. It'll be on all of those. Go in. If you even just try the free version, I guarantee you'll like what you see, especially with building the fantasy teams, because you can build a fantasy team by week. It is legal in all 50 states, legal in Canada as well. So check it out. You never know. I'm done.
And Georgia's down 14.
No, boy.
Should I save it for Tuesday, Bear Man? Should I just save it for Tuesday?
Yeah.
That's all we got for you until Tuesday. When you get the doubleheader of college and professional football on a Tuesday. Me and Bear Man kick it started off, then Ricky will join us for the NFL side. We're gonna recap all the fun from this football weekend. So that's the Bear Man over in Texas. That's the Prez up in New York. I'm the Playmaker down here in Florida. We'll catch y'all Tuesday.
Hey, did you like that show? Like, share, follow, subscribe. Share out our shows to all of your social media. Need merchandise? Check out paintrainpipebomb.threadless.com for quality merchandise at great prices. Tune in next time for another edition of ArchRivals Football, and we'll catch you on the flip side.